They say curiosity killed the cat. But this time, it was my dog's curiosity that nearly changed my life forever. I followed him into those woods without thinking, without preparing, without knowing that what I was about to witness would haunt me forever. Welcome to Scarlet's Secrets. True stories they never told you. Until now. I had just moved into a quiet little town tucked away at the edge of Pinebrook Forest. It was supposed to be peaceful, healing, a break from the chaos of city life. Just me and my golden retriever, Cooper. Cooper loved the outdoors. Every morning, he'd tug at the leash, begging for a walk through the woods. But on one particular Tuesday morning, something was different. He didn't want to walk the trail. He pulled hard deeper into the trees, off the path, into the thickets. I should have turned back, but I trusted him. And so I followed. The deeper we went, the quieter it got. Even the birds were silent. That's when I noticed the first sign. Literally. A tree, freshly carved with strange symbols. Not graffiti. Not initials. This was ritualistic. Like something you'd see in ancient folklore or pagan mythology. Cooper growled. Not barked, growled. His ears low. His alert. I tried to pull him back, but he refused. Then I heard it. A distant chant. We stumbled into a clearing. Perfectly circular. No grass. Just scorched earth in the center. As if someone had lit a fire that refused to burn out. And in the middle, a wooden chair. Tied down with red ribbons and dried roses. Something was off. Terribly off. Cooper barked and bolted forward. I chased him until we found it. A small grave. Freshly dug. No name on the marker. Just a single word. Forgive. That's when I saw her. Standing just beyond the trees. Watching me. She didn't move. She didn't speak. Just stood there. And then she pointed behind me. I turned and she vanished. But what I saw behind me made my stomach churn. Photos. Dozens of old, decaying photos hung on a string between trees. Faces scratched out. Every one of them except for one. And Cooper's. Ran. I don't remember how long. Just that Cooper never left my side. Back at the cabin, I tore through my belongings, trying to understand what I'd just seen. That's when I found something that wasn't mine. A leather-bound journal, hidden under a loose floorboard. The entries were disturbing. Day 39, she walks at dusk. She always knows who's next. Day 44, the dog barked again. He always senses her. Day 49, if you find this, leave. Before she finds you. I didn't sleep that night. The next day I went into town. Questions. Turns out, the cabin used to belong to a man named Caleb Thorne. He was a writer, obsessed with folklore and urban legends, especially the one about the Watcher of Pinebrook, a ghostly figure of a woman wronged and buried in the woods. They say she mocks those who disturb her ground, and the only ones who can sense her early are animals. I showed them the photo I found. Their faces turned pale. She marked you, the shopkeeper whispered. And your dog too. That night, Cooper refused to sleep. He paced, growled, whimpered. At exactly 3:13 a.m., he ran to the door and barked furiously. I opened it and found nothing. But when I turned around, my blood froze. I blinked and she was gone. But every picture frame in the cabin had been turned face down. And Cooper, he was no longer barking. He was sitting, staring at something I couldn't see. I left Pinebrook the next morning. I never looked back. But Cooper still wakes up every 3:13 a.m. And sometimes, he stares at the door for hours. I don't know what I saw in those woods. But I know this. When your dog senses something, believe him. If this story chilled you to your core, don't keep it to yourself. Smash that like button. Subscribe for more twisted, true, and terrifying tales. And tell us in the comments, have you ever followed your pet and discovered something strange?